Nvidia now reportedly making its own version of the viral AI agent OpenClaw named NemoClaw. Wired reporting it has been pitching to companies including Salesforce, Cisco, and Google. Our Deirdre Bosa has more on that in today's Tech Check. This is going to be an interesting one, Dee.
It will be, Carl, and good morning. So first, let me explain what claws are. If you haven't heard of them yet, you certainly will. They're AI agents that run on your computer, and they do the work for you autonomously. So they're not chatbots, but actual software that can complete tasks step by step without you touching the keyboard. The most famous one, OpenClaw, it went viral earlier this year, and now Silicon Valley is obsessed. China is embracing it like crazy as well. The problem is that they are unpredictable, and there's no standard guardrails yet. So enterprises, they want the productivity gains, but they don't yet trust the tool. So that is the gap that NVIDIA is reportedly going after. Now, here's what makes this strategically fascinating. For nearly 20 years, NVIDIA's moat has been CUDA. That's the software ecosystem that locks developers into building with NVIDIA hardware. NemoClaw would break that playbook because it's open source. It runs on anyone's chips, not just NVIDIA chips. And that may actually be the bullish case. Think of Microsoft under Satya Nadella. He took a company built on Windows lock-in, put Office on the iPad, embraced Linux, and went cross-platform everywhere. The bet was that if you're the best, you don't need walls. You just need to be everywhere. That took Microsoft from a few $100 billion in market cap to over $3 trillion today. So NVIDIA may be getting ready to run a similar playbook. The enterprise agent market, it is growing. There's no slowing it. And NVIDIA can afford to give the platform away because more agents everywhere means more compute consumed everywhere, and no one makes better compute than NVIDIA. Now, the timing also makes sense strategically. NVIDIA's lock-in is already under pressure from the likes of Google, AMD, Amazon, Broadcom. They're all building custom AI chips to reduce their dependence on NVIDIA. So instead of going on defense, NVIDIA is racing to own the next layer up. And of course, guys, we will be watching this very closely at GTC. We know that, Jensen Huang is a huge fan of OpenClaw and has just been talking about it sort of nonstop over the last few weeks.
All right, it's a good explainer of what he's doing next. Thank you, Deirdre Bosa.
Speaking of that, let's talk about the heavyweight there, that being NVIDIA. Now, is NVIDIA still the clearest way or the clearest path, do you think, with regard to the biggest beneficiary of the AI build-out? I mean, keep in mind it still has a more than $4 trillion market cap.
Yeah, I mean, that's, look, NVIDIA is the train that keeps on chugging. Their consensus 12-month price target, I think, is roughly 50% higher from here. And before, I would be the first one to kind of balk at that. But then you look at their forward multiple and it's not that crazy. And it's because, this data center revenue just continues to surge. All these big, massive capital expenditures from, all the big players, Amazon, Meta, Alphabet, are directly going to benefit NVIDIA. And, if we were to have this conversation last quarter, everybody was concerned about the CapEx build out. What's the ROI going to be? But again, I think in the last couple of weeks, we've started to see exactly how this is going to manifest. And it's, tools, not necessarily just Claude, but, they're the first ones out there making headline, but putting tools in the hands of consumers and small businesses that are going to basically move time, compute, and spend away from some software. Not all software is a complex, but some software companies onto native AI. And so I think that's actually been a boon for not only the AI narrative in general, but NVIDIA in particular. So NVIDIA, it looks good. It's got a huge market cap, and I wouldn't be betting on a multi-bagger from here, but the outlook is extremely strong. And I think as importantly, or more importantly, the outlook for AI adoption and the structural use case for chips is very strong.
All right.
Nvidia stock surged roughly 1.5% on Tuesday as three independent catalysts landed during the same trading session. A day after President Donald Trump hinted that his campaign was coming to an end, the increase coincided with a cautious mood on Wall Street as traders evaluated the Iran war developments. Nvidia is gaining momentum ahead of one of the most significant chip conferences of the year thanks to a significant startup investment and the announcement of a software platform. Nvidia wagers on its own pipeline for demand. A multi-year strategic alliance with Thinking Machines Lab, an AI firm started by former OpenAI Chief Technology Officer Mira Murati, is the main driver. Through its next-generation Vera Rubin accelerator systems, Nvidia is directly investing in the startup and will provide at least 1 gigawatt of processing capacity, with deployment starting early next year. A gigawatt is a significant quantity. According to industry officials, it would cost about $50 billion to secure that level of AI computing. Although the exact deal's financial details were not made public, the scale indicates a significant investment from both parties. Thinking Machines was reportedly in talks to raise $50 billion, a fourfold increase from its mid-2025 valuation of $12 billion. Nvidia's larger strategy is revealed by the deal's structure. Nvidia has been using the similar circular investment strategy with Anthropic and OpenAI. Promising AI laboratories receive funding from Nvidia, which they use to purchase Nvidia's processors and infrastructure. Supply and demand are connected at the source. In a joint statement, Marathi stated, "This partnership accelerates our capacity to build AI that people can shape and make their own." The rally is fueled by NemoClaw and GTC. A software story serves as the second catalyst. Nvidia is getting ready to introduce NemoClaw, an open-source AI agent platform targeted at business software firms. AI agents are computer programs that are capable of independent reasoning, planning, and multi-step job execution. Prior to its annual developer conference, Nvidia has been presenting NemoClaw to well-known corporations such as Salesforce, Cisco, Google, Adobe, and CrowdStrike. In an intentional drive to increase adoption and raise Nvidia's software flag throughout enterprise IT regardless of chip dependency, the platform will be available to businesses whose products don't operate on Nvidia hardware. Additionally, it addresses a major worry for corporate buyers with built-in security and privacy capabilities. Timing is the third factor. 6 days from now, on March 16th, GTC 2026 will open in San Jose. Timothy Arcuri, a UBS analyst, maintained a buy rating and a $245 price target for Nvidia prior to the event, citing a upside bias for the company. Aaron Rakers of Wells Fargo repeated the setup, citing past trends that indicate Nvidia usually beats the semiconductor index by about 30% in the 3 months that follow GTC. It is anticipated that Jensen Huang will present the complete Vera Rubin roadmap and possibly give hyperscalers a sneak peek at the upcoming Feynman design in a few years. In advance of the company's annual GPU Tech Conference, Truist Securities reaffirmed its buy rating and $283 price objective. With a 71% return over the previous year, the company is currently trading at $182.65. Analysis indicates that the shares are still cheap at these prices. Next week, the conference will be held in San Jose, California. Updates on supply, demand, market expansion, and trends in semiconductors, computers, rack technologies, software, AI models, and businesses are anticipated by Truist. According to Truist, Nvidia will benefit from the conference. In order to sustain growth in the near to medium term, the company anticipates that management will indicate that supply, production, and demand are in line. According to statistics, 33 analysts recently updated their earnings upward for the future term, which is consistent with the general trend on Wall Street. The firm believes architecture opinion will be encouraging for TTMI, which it rates buy, and for optical components. For connectors, APH, ranked buy, and TL, rated hold, Truist anticipates potentially negative feedback. The research report for Truist Securities was written by analyst William Stein. Join our investor community. Hit subscribe and like to get your daily Nvidia stock insights and tutorials delivered. In other recent news, Nvidia has drawn notice due to a number of noteworthy advancements. CEO Jensen Huang stated that the business intends to invest $30 billion in OpenAI, excluding a $100 billion investment prior to OpenAI's projected IPO. This action demonstrates Nvidia's dedication to growing its presence in the AI industry. In a related development, Tigris Financial Partners, noting Nvidia's leadership in GPU accelerators and AI data center infrastructure, increased its price objective for the company to $360, while keeping a strong buy rating. Prior to Nvidia's GTC presentation, Bank of America reaffirmed its buy rating for the business and set a $300 price objective. Alethea, meanwhile, expressed optimism about Broadcom, keeping a buy rating and characterizing the company's earnings announcement as almost perfect. The company emphasized Broadcom's AI sales growth and margin sustainability as its main advantages. Bank of America also voiced optimism regarding Marvell Technology, pointing out the company's dominant position in the market for digital signal processors amid a shift to cutting-edge technology. These updates show a dynamic time for businesses in the AI and technology sectors. As part of a new multi-year strategic relationship, Nvidia has made a significant investment in Mira Murati's Thinking Machines Lab, the firm said on Tuesday. Thinking Machines Lab is an artificial intelligence startup that Murati started last year, and it wants to build AI systems that are more widely understood, customizable, and generally capable, according to experts. The corporation has not disclosed many specifics about its long-term goals and has kept most of its work under wraps. Because it produces the graphics processing units required to handle heavy workloads and train models, Nvidia has benefited greatly from the AI boom. In recent years, it has made investments in several well-known AI firms, including OpenAI and Anthropic, which are now clients. When Sam Altman was temporarily fired from OpenAI in 2023, Murati, the company's former CTO, took over as CEO. The following year, she left OpenAI, and since then, she has mostly avoided the spotlight. Thinking Machines Lab has also committed to deploying at least 1 gigawatt of Nvidia's Vera Rubin systems, the company's most cutting-edge product, as part of their agreement. These systems are anticipated to ship in the second half of the year. The businesses declined to provide more information regarding Nvidia's investment amount. According to a statement from Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang, Thinking Machines has assembled a top-notch team to push the boundaries of artificial intelligence. We are excited to collaborate with Thinking Machines to bring their innovative vision for AI's future to life. Tinker, the startup's initial product, is an application programming interface that enables academics and developers to refine AI models. It was released in October. In July, investors contributed $2 billion to Thinking Machines Lab. Murati was on the 3rd annual CNBC Changemakers list this year. Every week, fresh investments and worries are raised by artificial intelligence, which is still causing waves in the markets. Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang reiterated his belief that AI is the largest infrastructure build-out in human history, covering industries from software to energy, in a recent interview on Tuesday. On Tuesday, Nvidia said that it is partnering with Thinking Machines Lab, an AI business, to supply the company with up to 1 gigawatt of its next-generation Vera Rubin chips. The CPUs will be released early next year, according to a joint statement from Thinking Machines and Nvidia. Additionally, as part of the agreement, the two will create training and serving systems for Nvidia architectures and expand access to frontier AI and open models for businesses, academic institutions, and the scientific community. After leaving her position as CTO at OpenAI in 2024, Thinking Machines CEO Mira Murati launched the business in 2025. When Sam Altman was fired by the company's board in 2023, she briefly held the position of CEO. In the end, Altman was reinstated, and the board experienced substantial modifications. In order to promote Thinking Machines' long-term growth, Nvidia is also making a significant investment in the company under the terms of the agreement. The corporations did not reveal the amount of the investment. Concerned over circular financing in the AI sector, in which firms like Nvidia, AMD, and others put money in AI startups that those companies then use to buy processors from the chip companies, are also expected to be raised by the Thinking Machines agreement. That, the idea goes, would then fuel artificial demand for AI processors and infrastructure. However, Nvidia and others have refuted the claim. Jensen Huang, CEO of Nvidia, reiterates the claim that AI is a 5-layer cake. CEO Jensen Huang reiterated his belief that artificial intelligence represents the biggest infrastructure build-out in human history and a complete economic transformation in a rare interview hinting at the Nvidia GTC event next week. AI, according to him, is a 5-layer cake, with layers of energy, chips, infrastructure, models, and applications. Huang compared AI to vital infrastructure like electricity or the internet, saying that every successful application pulls on every layer beneath it, all the way down to the power plant that keeps it alive. Every business and nation will take part in the build-out, he said. Huang's interview coincides with market turbulence caused by investors' worries about an AI bubble as businesses continue to invest billions in AI. That's put pressure on Nvidia, and its stock remains down year to date. Huang has previously made reference to the 5-layer cake model. In an interview with the Center for Strategic Anamp, international studies in December 2025, and again in January at the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland, he outlined the concept. The concept is anticipated to be covered in multiple sessions during Nvidia's GPU Developers Conference, which takes place from March 16 to 19. Don't forget to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your input helps create a more knowledgeable community where we can all learn and grow together in the world of investing. Stay up to date with the latest market trends, insights, and key updates by subscribing to Investing Tutorial. We're here to help you make smarter investment decisions and stay ahead of the curve.